Reggie, recently in Destiny 2,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's achievements, emblems, your stats have been erased. And they have been erased on purpose. They've been erased so they can start a brand new system going into the next Destiny that they have. So anything you had from 1 and 2 are now gone. What do you think about that?
I think that's bullshit. You know, a lot of those guys that play those type of games, man, they want their stats. That's what they're playing for. They want to keep all that stuff. So if they want to start over, make a new fucking game. As simple as that, right? I mean, how long the game came out back when? The game. I think Destiny's on the PS3 as well and everything. I came out back on that system, and then and it's on the PS4 and the sequel and everything. So a lot of people invested a lot of time into it. Now you're gonna take that time away from them. It's like like our memory cards, like PS1, like memory cards, stuff like that. It's like you taking away your data like that. You know, it's like it's messed up. But when you play games online like that, that are online only, I mean, there's the risk of that. You know, because they control the servers, they control everything, so they could do what they want. Now it's up to the people if they want to band together and kind of like, I'm not just going to say boycott the game, saying we're not going to tolerate this type of shit, and move on to something else, that might be more reliable. But to do that to that game, if people put all that time into it, not give them some kind of reward, maybe, I don't even know. They don't want no reward. They just want to keep it the same the way it is. And if you, like I said, you want to do all that, make another game. Simple as that.
Yeah. To me, maybe because I don't play these types of games, stats and achievements really don't mean anything to me. To you, does that mean anything? Is there like a certain game that means that to you?
I've been playing, you probably know this too, I play a lot of Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
And I was trying to level up in there. I was trying to get a high ranking and everything, but they reset the rankings every month. And depending on how you do in the levels, I play as a survivor, so if you get killed, your ranking goes down. So, it really depends on how high you get. But like I said, they reset it every month by a certain amount of levels. So, I mean, you have to play that game a lot to get where you want to be. But no matter what, you're going to go back down. So, to be honest with you, I don't really care anymore because I'm just playing the game for fun.
Yeah.
Because if you go for the ranking, you're going to drive yourself crazy. As simple as that. So, that would be the only game I cared about it in, but not anymore because it's not really.
I think I'll retract my statement. The only game that I really cared about my stats, achievements, and things like that was the original Battlefield 2. It came out like in 2005. I really, really love that one. My KDR meant everything. My win streak meant everything. My gold medals meant everything. My medic class, what class you played the most with, meant everything to me. And some of those. So they didn't have achievements. They had medals back then.
Right.
So you get like an AT medal, you get like an aircraft medal and stuff like that. And some of those were extremely hard to get, not because it necessarily was you get them in one shot. It took you hours to get that certain medal. Okay. And you needed those medals to be able to rank up to like a colonel. If you wanted to be a colonel, you'd have to have an aircraft, you had to have an AT, you had a tank, a helicopter thing. And each one was like, I think it was like 3 or 5 hours to get that medal, and it took forever. So for me to wipe it and then for me to rank all the way up again, that would have pissed me off back then. So.
And with that, going back to that game, was that through PlayStation online, or did they have a whole server?
No, that was like a server. That was like an EA server that they had. Yeah, and there was a cool website called BF2. I think it was called BF2S or something like that had all your stats. And if there was someone you didn't like, you can go look up their stats and be like, all right, let me go mess them up. Let me go mess them up. Which is what we did. We went and found dudes that we didn't like, and we went and gunned them down.
So, of course, the servers are shut down for that now.
Yeah,
but did you play all the way to the end?
Yes, I played absolutely to the end, to the day when BF3 came out. And I stopped playing BF3 because that's when EA started doing the microtransaction crap. So all these, like, there would be a point where you would rank up, and if you ranked up, you got a certain gun.
Right.
And then they came out with like, if you get premium, you get all these guns. And I'm like, it's literally what killed Battlefield for me, which is when someone could swipe a credit card and get all these guns that I just grinded my butt off for.
Right.
I was like, I don't want to play this anymore, man. Yeah. Like, there's no incentive to keep going. So I guess this leads to the next question. Something like this, do you think this would stop people from playing Destiny?
It really, I mean, it's hard to say, man, because it depends on how those fans are. I mean, I'm not a Destiny person, but I did think the game looked pretty cool. It looked like it was fun, but if it was me, honestly, I would move on to something else. Something else is not going to do that to me. You know, when people put their kind of time into those games, man, they're relying on their data, you know, to be that plan for something. You know what I mean? Leveling up, getting to a certain point.
Right. They have to have something to show for it.
Yeah, because they want for that time they put into it or whatever.
Right.
So you say, hey, start over. It'll be good. It'll be better for you guys. What? That's not going to cut it. So, like I said, make another game, but obviously they haven't because this has happened already, right?
Right.
Ooh, yeah, I move on.
It's done. Yeah.
I'd be gone. But I mean, it really depends on how the fans are. If they're able to.
I don't know who thought this was a good idea.
I don't know either, but it depends on how the gamers are. If they band together and say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this stuff and move on, then these companies will learn from it. But if they get away with doing that shit,
Other companies will do it.
of course.
Yeah.
And you'll see more of this happening.
I had heard something. There was a UFC game that they did that to. I don't know if you heard about that. There was like a UFC game where they were just like, hey, the game was out for a little while, it wasn't making money, and they're like, shut down the servers. And like, people already had their
Wow.
invested. I can't remember the exact game, but it was a UFC game.
I think it was the Bellator one that came
Was
out
it that?
with Randy Couture and Fedor on the cover. I don't know for sure because I didn't play those games.
Yeah. If you want to correct us, please type bustin' cheeks in the comments. And I will know.
But going back to the Destiny thing, if you're a Destiny fan, you're watching this, maybe you guys were okay with this happening. I don't know.
I don't think anyone was okay with that.
I don't think anybody would be either. That's why, but
and they had this quote. I gotta pull this up, where it says, "We have to break a few bones to give you guys a brighter future with our new system."
It sounds like they're breaking off into people's asses the way they're doing that shit. But whatever. I mean, hopefully these guys stand up and just don't play it anymore. And they move on to something else.
Yeah, we always say gamers have to speak with their wallets. Sometimes you just gotta leave.
Yeah.
Here's
the thing, though. I mean, when it comes to online games like that, they're eventually going to end unless maybe they're on PC.
Yeah.
You have your own private servers or whatever. People, then again, can continue. But if when you leave it, when the servers are in control of these companies, like of course Destiny's, who's in control of that server? I guess Sony or not Sony, but
no one know.
Whoever,
Yeah.
you guys will know. But those companies will eventually shut down or whatever and move on. So.
Yeah, if something was to happen to Blizzard tomorrow where they got sued for a crazy amount of money and they're like, all right, we got to shut down the server.
That's it.
Yeah, everyone that grinded for everything and all our achievements, that's...
I wish there was a way for consoles to be able to continue the servers after the big companies leave, Like one of the main games for me, and you remember Resident Evil Outbreak?
Is that the co-op player one?
Yeah, that's the one that was on PS2 where you play the small scenarios and go through the game as different characters. That game, a lot of fun. Unfortunately, they have voice chat, so you had to use these in-voice commands that were really weird. Me and my friends just get on our cell phones and just talk like that. Who we play with. But when that shut down,
Ventrilo. Yeah.
When that shut down, man, I was sad because that game was fun. We played it all the time, and we wish that they had left an option to play LAN connection or something like that. A lot of people will still be interested in these games in the future. So, but a lot of these companies say, hey, they're not making us money anymore. We're done with it, and they just leave it like that.
Right.
So
it's too much of an expense.
Yeah. So, that's all there is to it, though. Hopefully, the Destiny fans will, well, it's too late. I mean, obviously they changed it, but maybe they'll move on.
Yeah. So. Or they drink the Kool-Aid and they say, okay, I'll start it again at 3, which that's a possibility.